Yeah, so welcome to
This meeting is being recorded.
round game week 1 for FLQL season 4. And for today's game, we have Tore on seat 1, Rajiv on seat 2, Harish on seat 3, and Sourjo on seat 4. So, hoping that everyone's familiar with this format as well as the rules that go along. So, hands on screen at all times, 30 seconds for a direct, and 5 seconds when it's gonna come to you on a pass. So, without any further ado, we start. So, Tore, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Just want to check on
Yes,
that.
very
Sure.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just upload this set once again. Yep. Right. So also confirming that everyone can see my screen right now.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Right. Okay. So we start with Tore. Your first question for game week 1 for FLQL season 4. The first outlet of what today has become one of the largest retailers in the world, opened in a town in southeastern France near a crossroad. Hence, this chain is named after the French word for crossroad. It operates in over 30 countries and is also a major operator in Middle East and Pakistan. Which retail major is this?
Carrefour.
That is correct. This is indeed Carrefour. Your next one, Tore. Among the best-selling Sherlock Holmes pastiches of all time is the one written by Nicholas Meyer that takes its title from the description of the dilution of cocaine that Holmes had injected in the sign of 4. Which book that teamed Holmes with Freud, whose 1976 movie version starred Sir Laurence Olivier as Moriarty?
Uh,
10 seconds.
The Great Train Robbery.
Okay, that's incorrect. We move to Rajiv.
7% solution.
The 7% solution is correct. Nice steal there. Rajiv, now your set of 2. What was coined by Polish biochemist Casimir Funk, combining Latin words for life and certain compounds containing a basic nitrogen atom with a lone pair? The terminal E formally was stripped off when scientists learned the true nature of the substance. And the terminal IN was acceptable because it was used for neutral substances of undefined composition.
Vitamins.
That is correct. These are vitamins or vitamins. Your next one, Rajiv. Bomb mixed drinks are cocktails wherein a short glass filled with a liquor is dropped into a larger glass with another drink. If the most famous of it all, Jaeger bomb, involves dropping a Jägermeister shot into a glass of Red Bull, the F bomb involves dropping which flavored whiskey brand to Red Bull? Produced by the Sazerac company, it is made through a mixture of Canadian whiskey, cinnamon, and sweeteners. Ten more seconds, Rajiv.
Pass.
Okay, we move to Harish.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Sourjo.
Pass.
And passing to Tore.
No, pass.
Okay, first text of the game is courtesy Fireball.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. Harish, your set of 2. Which European university city has the largest bicycle zones by area, making this port city practically car-free in major ports? The third largest city in its country, it is the home to St. Bavo's Cathedral, where a 15th century artwork, often dubbed the world's most stolen, resides. Ten more seconds, Harish.
Ghent.
Ghent is correct. Nice answer there. Okay. Harish, which bird, Dominica's national bird, became endemic to the island, features on the country's flag. Highly endangered with about 50 mature adults alive, its call resides in the higher frequency. Its chest is a dark shade of purple, and the upper parts of the feathers are a dark shade of green with black-edged feather tips.
The Cicero parrot.
That is correct.
This meeting is being recorded.
Your next one, Sourjo. Which is the largest supermarket chain in Australia, the first ones to install receipt printing cash registers in 1926. They are not to be confused with the American retail company known for their 5 and dime stores that give their name to the tallest building in the world from 1913 to 1930.
Sears.
Okay, that's incorrect. Tore?
No, pass.
Okay, passing to Harish.
Woolworths.
Yeah.
Woolworths is correct.
Woolworths.
Nice answer there. Tore, we start round 2 with you. The sound made by which Disney character when falling or being launched into the air, best transcribed as ya hoo is one of the most commonly used sound effects in cartoons for characters that are foolishly or harmlessly eccentric.
Goofy.
Goofy is correct. Nice answer there.
Lovely.
Next one for you, Tore. In 2018, which Canadian became the first woman of Asian descent to be nominated for Outstanding Lead Actress in a drama series for her work in the adaptation of the novel Code Villanelle? She had earlier been nominated 5 years in succession for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for Grey's Anatomy.
O-H.
O is good enough. This is Sandra O. We move to Rajiv. Your first one, The Mandala of Sherlock Holmes was a 1999 pastiche written by Tibetan activist Jamyang Norbu. It tells about the time Holmes visited Tibet and India during the Great Hiatus. The narrator in this tale is Hari Chandar Mukherjee, who was originally a character in which classic novel written by a Nobel laureate and published in 1901?
Kim.
Kim by Kipling is correct. Your next one, Rajiv. While India has 28 states at present, several regions have been demanding statehood for historical and administrative reasons. After demands for a union territory called Udayachal for members of the Plains tribes of Assam failed, a students' union launched a movement in 1987 calling for a separate state known as Blank Land, named for Assam's largest ethno-linguistic group. Today, an autonomous region of Assam. What is this territory?
I'll go with Bodo land. Bodo.
Bodo is what we wanted. So, of course, giving rise to Bodo land. Harish, your set of 2. In modern Islamic architecture, the prayer halls are built in an Iwan style that are halls walled in on 3 sides but open on one. But some mosques built during the rule of the Umayyad Caliphate followed what style of halls that are also a common feature in Egyptian temples, most famously within the Karnak complex. They derive their name from Greek for under columns in reference to the many columns that support such a hall. Ten more seconds, Harish.
I'll pass.
Okay. We pass to Sourjo.
Pass.
Passing to Tore.
Peristylus.
Okay, that's incorrect. Rajiv.
Hypostyle.
Hippostyle is what we
Nice.
wanted here.
Very nice.
Nice answer there on hippostyle wall. Harish, the Telecaster was the world's first mass-produced solid-body electric guitar. The Stratocaster is the most popular electric guitar variety in the world, and the Bassman amplifier became the basis for later amplifiers that would dominate rock and roll music. Which company with an inverted first letter in their logo produced all these iconic products?
Fender.
Fender is correct. Sourjo, your set of two. Although invented only in 2010, which programming language developed by Graydon Howard has been voted the most loved programming language in Stack Overflow Developer Survey since 2016? Howard named it after the plant disease caused by certain pathogenic fungi that leave powdery brown spores on plant surfaces. That may also remind you of a certain oxide.
Rust.
Rust is correct. Your next one. Considered the world's most decorated short track speed skater in history, which athlete won 3 golds and a bronze at the 2006 Winter Olympics representing South Korea, only to be dropped before the 2010 edition and therefore moved countries to win another 3 golds and a bronze at the 2014 Winter Olympics representing Russia?
Kim.
Okay, not Kim. Moving to Tore.
On.
An is a nice answer there. This
Wow.
is
That's too good.
An.
Tori's answers are very short. Oh, An.
Yeah, nice one there. Tore, we go to your directs for round 3 now. The 2018 horror film Hereditary features which of the mythological kings of hell as the possessing antagonist? One of 72 demons mentioned in the Lesser Key of Solomon, he is believed to be the most obedient to Lucifer and mostly genial, unlike in the film. A 2019 spin-off film is both named after and tells the story of this king. Ten more seconds, Tore.
Mephistopheles.
Not Mephistopheles. Sourjo.
Baphomet.
Can I have that again? Sorry.
Baphomet.
Not that. Harish.
I'll pass.
Okay, passing to Rajiv.
Pass.
Okay, this was King Paimon.
Okay.
Tore, Asian Games 2022 will be the first occasion where esports will be an official medal event after being a demo event in 2018. Which Battle Royale mobile game developed by a division of Tencent Games will be one of the medal events in the esports category at Asian Games 2022? The most played mobile game of all time is named for the handle used by its creator that suggests he is an unknown player.
PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG or Player Unknown Battlegrounds is what we wanted. Rajiv, first of your set of two. Which group of birds found in Pacific rainforest habitats features on the flag of Papua New Guinea? They are most recognizable for their long, colorful feathered tails and often beaks and wings too, and the sexually dimorphic nature among the males. Considering the spectacular, colorful environments they are found in, the name is rather fitting.
Bird of paradise.
Indeed, these are the birds of paradise. Next one for you, Rajiv. Which document created on 3rd January 1916 was signed by a British Viscount, Edward Grey, and French diplomat Paul Cambon? Also known as the Asia Minor document, it is popularly known by the name of the two people who authored it. The document came attached with a map that made some clear divisions.
Sykes-Picot.
Sykes-Picot agreement or the Sykes-Picot document is what we wanted. Harish, your set of two. Who is the tallest NBA player ever to be inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame? In 2009, this superstar of that decade saved his former team Shanghai Sharks from dilution by buying it.
Yao Ming.
Yao Ming is correct. Nice one. Your next one. Name either the actor or the character. This man won the 2004 Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series while working on a legal drama. When he won the same award in 2005, it was not for the same legal drama, but for its spin-off.
I'll just say Cranston.
Okay, that is incorrect. Sourjo?
Spader.
Spader is correct, having played Alan Shore for both practice and Boston Legal. Nice one.
Nice.
Sourjo, your side of two. The old town of which Balkan city is car-free in its entirety? Automobiles are banned here to preserve the historic red-roofed structures that adorn the city. Through the 2010s, it witnessed a major uptick in tourists, courtesy of media franchisee, even forcing the city mayor to restrict the number of visitors to the old town area.
Dubrovnik.
Dubrovnik is correct, thanks to GOT. Your next one. Which proposed Indian state demanded by the namesake tribe is to be carved out of Madhya Pradesh? Although the region extends to different states and lends its name to an ancient supercontinent, since some of the earliest rock formations of this were first investigated in the region.
Gondwana land.
Gondwana land is correct. So the state was Gondwana. Tore, we start round 4 with you. In 2019, Google announced that Kotlin was its preferred programming language for Android app developers. Invented in 2011, Kotlin was named after the Russian territory Kotlin Island as a tribute to which other groundbreaking programming language that was named for the same reasons? Ten more seconds, Tore.
Ruby.
Sorry, can I have that again?
Ruby.
Okay, we move to Harish.
Java.
This is Java, also
Island.
named after
Well
the
done,
island.
well done, Harish, picking out the clue.
Just the island.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't have anything else to go by.
Okay, Tore. The Eastern Proclamation is a key document from 1916 that starts off with, "In the name of God and of the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, blank, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom." Named after the festive week in which the uprising took place prior to the proclamation, which nation is blanked out here?
Ireland.
Ireland is correct. Rajiv, your set of two. At the turn of the 20th century, Lutheran Orville Blank was producing musical instruments in Kalamazoo, Michigan. On the strength of Orville's ideas, 5 businessmen formed a company bearing his surname that today is one of the world's most iconic in its field. What was Orville's surname?
Rickenbacker.
Nice.
Okay, we'll have to move to Harish.
Ooh, it's not okay. Pass.
Okay, Sourjo.
Gibson.
Indeed, this was
Yes, I
Orville.
debated for 20 seconds and chose the wrong. Shit.
Bad luck.
I thought it was
Okay.
written back too. Yeah.
Sorry for
Ah.
that, Rajiv. Next one for you.
Kalamazoo. I know Kalamazoo is kept. Okay.
A common element in Islamic architecture is a form of ornamented vaulting known as mukarnas. They act as a transition from the walls of a room into a domed ceiling. Often also called honeycomb vaulting, what dripping natural formation that hangs from caves is an alternative name for such a vault. Ten more seconds, Rajiv. Okay, I'll have to take an answer now.
Pass.
Okay, passing you. Harish,
Stalactites.
stalactite is what we wanted.
I was confused which to say.
Yeah. So I think easier way to remember is C for ceiling.
C for
That's what I
ceiling,
was
G for
taught.
ground, but I
Okay.
couldn't remember either of them.
Right. Okay, Harish, your side of two. In the 1953 film The Charge at Feather River, Private Blank makes a screaming ah sound after being shot in the leg with an arrow. This would go on to be a highly used stock sound effect, most famously in Star Wars whenever someone is shot or falls down, as a result of an in-joke between sound designers. What is this eponymous stock sound effect named?
Gaffer.
Not Gaffer. Tore?
Wilhelm scream.
This is indeed the Wilhelm scream. Nice steal there. Tore.
Nice, nice.
Next one, Harish. Vitamin B12 is the largest and most structurally complex vitamin and is the only vitamin that contains a metal atom. What is the alternate name for this vitamin, referencing the metal in it?
Cobalamin.
Cobalamin is all we required for this. Nice one.
Cobalamin, right? No?
Yeah,
Cyanocobalamin.
cyanocobalamin is
Maybe
the
both.
alternate name, but here
Okay.
cobalamin was enough, referencing the metal cobalt. Okay. Sourjo, your side of two. The Irish car bomb is a bomb mixed drink that involves dropping a shot glass filled with two ingredients, half and half, into a glass of Guinness stout. If one half of the shot is Jameson's whiskey, what other apt drink forms the other half, thus continuing with this very Dublin-esque theme to the drink?
Bailey's Irish.
Indeed, nice answer there. This is the Bailey's Irish cream, which makes up the other half. Your next one, Sourjo. The December 1st, 1904 issue of Vanity Fair featured a Sherlock Holmes pastiche written by none other than P.G. Wodehouse. In the story, The Adventure of the Missing Bee, the person behind the stealing of Sherlock's favorite bee was working at the behest of which real-life Belgian? This playwright and poet also dabbled in works related to entomology and had written The Life of the Bee.
Pass.
10 more seconds. Okay. We pass to Rajiv. We'll have to pass you, Rajiv. Okay. Tore?
Pass.
Passing to Harish.
I'll pass. I think
not-
his name starts with an M. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. I think almost three people almost had it.
The Megre?
So
This
the
is the
answer
writer
is
of the Megre stories, right? No,
Metalink.
Metalink.
Oh,
this is
Nice.
Maurice Maeterlinck.
Difficult to remember.
yeah.
Okay. Tore, we start the second half with you. We are one half through the quiz. Every mosque has the Qibla, which shows the direction of the Kaaba in Mecca. This is typically indicated through a niche, a semicircular recess in the wall, known by what Arabic name? The same term was also used by Muhammad to refer to his private prayer room.
Mirab?
The Mihrab is correct. Nice answer there, Tore. Your next one. Which seabird features on the flag of Kiribati as well as on that of the Caribbean Isle of Barbuda, as shown in the image? The males of the species have a distinctive red color pouch which they inflate during the breeding season to attract females. It shares its name with that of a type of warship known for its speed and maneuverability.
A frigate bird?
The frigate is correct. Rajiv, your set of two. In 2014, Apple released a replacement for its earlier programming language, Objective-C. Initially called Shiny as a reference to the TV series Firefly, what was the eventual name under which it was released to reflect its speed? The language's logo features a bird. That should be a nice additional point in working out the answer.
Swift.
The Swift is correct. Your next one, Rajiv. One unique winner of the Emmy Awards is Mark Ruffalo. That's because in 2020, he became the first person to win an acting Emmy for not playing one person but two people on the same show. For which HBO show did he win this award? A story about the parallel lives of the Birdsley twins.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Harish,
Pass.
passing to Sourjo,
Us for what?
and finally Tore.
No, pass.
Okay, this one's called I Know This Much Is True. Okay. Your next one, we start with Harish's set of two. Your first one. The antagonist in the 2005 film The Exorcism of Emily Rose is called the Six Demons, a group personification of six different mythological historical figures, including Legion, Judas, Nero, Belial, Lucifer, and which biblical figure within the book of Genesis. When God favored his brother's offering over his, he murdered his brother only to be cursed for a lifetime of wandering.
Cain.
Cain is correct, having murdered his brother Abel. Harish, which multiplayer online battle arena or MOBA video game that arose out of a fan modification of Warcraft 3 will be one of the medal events at Asian Games 2022? The game's official world championship, called the International, follows a crowdfunding model for its prize money, making its $40 million prize the highest in the world. While the answer is part 2 of the game, we are just looking for the series.
Fortnite.
Not Fortnite. Rajiv,
Pass.
passing to Sourjo.
Dota.
Dota is correct. Nice answer on Dota. So this was Dota 2, which is being played at the Asiad.
What is full form of Dota?
Defense of the Ancients.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Sourjo, your set of two. The Spanish luthier Salvador Blanc made guitars that were famous for their craftsmanship. In 1935, when Japanese entrepreneur Hoshino Gaki wanted to start his own musical instruments company, he named it in honor of the Spaniard. This company is now the foremost producer of the 7-string guitar and the 8-string guitar. Which company? 10 more seconds, Sourjo.
No, Pedro.
Okay, not Pedro. Rajiv,
Pass.
Tore,
Pass.
and Harish.
Pass. It's not coming.
Okay, this is the brand Ibanez.
Oh, shit.
Even as guitar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Sourjo, next one for you. Which trademarked ululating stock sound effect used extensively in movies and games today first appeared in a 1932 film about an archetypal feral child? The film and the franchisee it spawned was based on an American author's work who described this sound as the victory cry of the bull ape.
Tarzan Scream.
Yeah, anything with Tarzan was acceptable. The Tarzan yell or the scream or the howl is correct. Tore, we start round 6 with you. What was the popular name of the Rickenbacker Electro A22, the world's first electric lap steel guitar? The instrument gained its name because its circular body and long neck that ended up resembling a kitchen object.
The frying pan.
Nice answer there.
Nice.
Little stretch of the imagination, but
Yeah.
indeed, frying pan was correct. Yeah.
I think it was also because it gave people a shock and fried them. So.
Perhaps. Tore, your next one. This bomb shot is typically served by placing two chopsticks over a glass with the shot glass resting between them. The drinker then chants blank and bangs the table until the shot glass falls into the beer. What alcohol is the shot glass filled with in this before being dropped into a beer glass that should ideally be a Asahi Dry or Kirin for full flavor profile?
I'm not sure, but I'll have to say sake.
Sake is correct. The drink is called the sake bomb. Okay, Rajiv, your set of 2. In ancient Mesopotamian religion, he was a personification of the west wind, representing both a destructive wind but also a protector from other demonic winds. However, writer William Peter Blatty made him the demonic antagonist of his 1970s horror novel turned movie. Who is this? Also the antagonist in the 1977 and 1990 sequels of the movie.
Is it Baal?
Not Bal. We'll have to pass to Harish.
I'll pass.
Passing to Tore.
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu is correct. Nice answer
Nice.
there. This is the demonic entity, Pazuzu. Rajiv, your next one. Who is the first Asian footballer to have won the UEFA Champions League, to play in a UEFA Champions League final, as well as the first Asian to have won the FIFA Club World Cup? He did them all with Manchester United.
Son.
Okay, that's incorrect. Harish,
Pass. Sorry, pass.
passing to Sourjo.
Is it Park Ji Sung?
Indeed, it is Park Ji Sung.
Remember
I was half expecting another
from
Park.
childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, nice one there. Harish, your set of 2. In 2004, Neil Gaiman wrote a Hugo Award-winning Sherlock Holmes pastiche titled A Study in Emerald, wherein Holmes was transferred to the mythos of which American horror writer's universe? First appearing in a short story in 1929, he described the universe to be in the shape of a green octopus, dragon, and a caricature of human form.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft is correct. This was a reference to the Cthulhu mythos. Next one for you, Harish. Cadence Design Systems funded the development of which class-based language with a team led by Gilad Braca in 2006. The eyes icon of the language and the description, it's double plus good, show clearly that the inspiration of the language is from a 1949 novel, wherein the namesake language grew smaller with each revision.
Can you just remove the mouse?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
The mouse is on a particular word.
Is it okay now? I have moved it.
I think there's another mouse. It's okay, doesn't matter. It's AYES, right?
Which line are you
EY.
referring? Yeah, the
EYES.
eyes icon. Eyes as in EYES. Yes.
Oh, EYES. Okay.
Yeah, EYES as in eyes.
Rajiv, it might be your mouse
I'll-
which is on the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Harish, yeah.
I'll go with Newspeak.
Newspeak is correct. Harish, nice crack there. So, of course, a reference to 1984. Sourjo, your set of two. The first Emmy Award in 1949 was won for Most Outstanding Television Personality by Shirley Dinsdale and Judy Splinters in the Judy Splinters Show. What did Shirley and Judy do on the show? An activity that is Latin for belly speak.
Ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism is correct. Your next one, Sourjo. General George Pershing wrote the following report dated March 30, 1916. Dodd stuck blanks command. So just a correction, this should be 5 blanks and not 4. So Dodd stuck blanks command consisting of 500, 6 o'clock, March 29th at Guerrero. Blank, who is suffering from a broken leg and lame hip, was not present. This report was about one skirmish in a US Army operation. Which revolutionary, described by USA Today as a terrorist in 1916, a tourist attraction in 2011, was the target? Ten more seconds, Sourjo.
Pancho Villa.
Pancho Villa is a nice crack.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Okay, we move to round 7. Tore, your set of 2. While this region was called the ceded districts under British rule in reference to a subsidiary alliance by the Nizam of Hyderabad, demands for statehood have adopted a name meaning borders of the king in reference to the region's boundaries roughly corresponding to those of the Aravedu dynasty, the last to rule the Vijayanagara Empire. So which region or proposed state?
Shayastan.
Sorry, can I have that again?
Shayastan.
Okay, not correct. Rajiv?
Pass.
Harish?
Sorry, can I
Pass.
try? Can I try? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Rajiv, just missed you there by a fraction. Harish, sorry.
I'll pass.
And Sourjo?
Rayalaseema.
Yeah.
Rayalaseema is a nice answer. Sorry for that, Rajiv. Rayalaseema is correct. Tore, your next one. Vitamins are 2 types based on their solubility. Vitamins are differentiated into blank 1 soluble and blank 2 soluble vitamins. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are in the first category, and B and C are in the second category. Simply fill in the 2 blanks.
Water and fat.
Water and fat are correct. Blank 1 being fat and the second being water. The order wasn't important. So nice answer there. Rajiv, your set of 2. Often billed as the Athens of Africa, the UNESCO World Heritage Medina, in which non-capital West African city has one of the largest pedestrian-only zones in the world. The Medina is home to the University of Al Qarawiyyin, established in 857 and believed to be among the oldest continuously functioning universities.
I'll go with the Fez.
Fez is correct. Nice answer
That's
there.
very nice. Nicely done.
I had to choose between two.
Nice one there. Rajiv, your next one. Which retail giant, founded by Jim Sinegal and Jeff Brotman in Seattle in 1983, is headquartered in Kirkland and Issaquah, Washington, a fact that is reflected in many of this retailer's internal brands. Today, this membership-only big box retail store operates 831 warehouses worldwide, making it the 5th largest.
Costco.
Costco is correct. With that, we move to Harish's set of two. One such flaming bomb is made by setting ablaze the shot glass filled with 3/4 amaretto and 1/4 high-proof liquor, and then dropping it into a glass with beer. What is this called? Named for a soft drink brand whose fiery taste it resembles, even though it isn't one of the ingredients.
Soft.
10 more seconds, Harish.
Don't know. I'll just go with Mountain Dew.
Not Mountain Dew. Rajiv?
I'll take a risk and say Red Bull.
Okay, not Red Bull. Tore?
I'll take a guess with Dr. Pepper.
Prompting you.
Dr. Pepper.
That's fine, Ritwik. That's fine.
Okay, we'll give it for that. So the drink in
Yes.
question was called the Flaming Dr. Pepper, but indeed, the taste and resemblance to Dr. Pepper is why it got its name. So nice answer there, Tore. Harish, your last direct for this round. Which Love Machine's assassination on 29th December 1916 was documented by a Colonel Stanislaw de Lazovert? He wrote, "5 of us had been arranging for this event for many months. On the night of the killing, after all details had been arranged, I drove to the Imperial Palace in an automobile and persuaded this black devil to accompany me to the home of Prince Yusupov in Petrograd."
Rasputin.
Rasputin is correct. Russia's love machine. Sourjo, your set of two. Which seabird, scientific name Phoebastria immutabilis, features on the flag of the Midway Islands? These large seabirds are found almost exclusively in northwestern Hawaiian Islands, including Midway and Laysan, the latter lending its name to the particular subspecies featured on the flag. We are just looking for the family name here.
Albatross.
The albatross is correct.
Oh,
Just give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry for that. So yeah, the albatross was correct. This is the Laysan albatross to be specific. And we were okay with the family name. So nice one. The next one, Sourjo. Many of the post E vitamins were later re-identified as vitamins in the B complex, bearing designations between B2 and B12, and that the Germans rebelled and decided to assign letters based on medical relevance rather than order of discovery, are two of the explanations for what nomenclature anomaly? 10 more seconds to you, Sourjo. I'll push for an answer now.
You know that there are no vitamins from F onwards.
That is enough for the point. So the anomaly being no vitamins between E and K. Nicely worked out there at the last minute. Okay, we move into round 8, the final round, with Tore, your set of 2. The Darja Bhakti Order of Merit is a Malaysian federal award presented to those who have made significant contributions in art, science, or humanity. Even though the award was established in 1975, it was presented for the first time ever 33 years later to honor which squash champion in 2008, often considered the greatest in her sport. Oh, 10 more seconds, Tore.
Heather McKay.
Okay, no. Rajiv?
Nicole.
Prompting you.
I thought that was the second name, but then it is some Nicole, Michelle or something.
Okay, unfortunately, I'll have to pass you on this one. Harish?
Not pass.
I'll pass.
We'll mark
I'll
him
have
wrong.
to, it'll be a wrong, sorry, yeah. Harish?
Pass.
Passing you, Harish and Sourjo.
Pass.
Okay, sorry for that. This was Nicole David.
I could also
And-
just remember Nicole, but I knew it was her first name. So.
Yeah, sorry for
And
that.
there's also a male squash player called Peter Nicol. So we gotta be careful with the answer.
Okay, Tore. Part of the Saronic Islands, which Greek isle has a complete automobile ban, leaving donkeys and rubbish trucks as the only modes of transport available. It is named for its abundant natural springs and not for either the largest constellation in the Milky Way, nor for a regenerative monster.
Hydra.
Yes, that's correct. This is the Hydra. Rajiv, your set of 2. With Chinese origin MOBA game developed by Teamy Studio Group will be one of the medal events in the esports category at Asian Games 2022. The game released in China with a different name, Honor of Kings, since it looked like a rip-off of LOL, which is League of Legends, with similar gameplay and the concept of heroes.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Harish.
Pass.
Passing to Tore.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Sourjo. Okay, so this one was called the Arena of Valor. Right. Rajiv, your last direct for this game. Castle Thunder is a sound effect that consists of a loud thunderclap during a rainstorm. That became popular for its extensive use in the Scooby-Doo franchise. But which 1931 James Whale film starring Colin Clive as the titular character was this sound effect originally created for?
I think this is a trick question. I'll go with Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is correct. This is James Whale.
Nicely done.
Because the doctor was played by James Whale. I'm wondering he did. Nice.
one. Okay, Harish, your set of 2. The first store bearing this name opened in Namibia in 1991. Today, it is the largest chain of supermarkets in Africa and is headquartered in South Africa. Which supermarket chain is this, whose name literally encourages you to buy correctly?
Save Mart.
Okay, not so. Rajiv?
Pass.
Passing to Tore.
I'll take a guess. ShopRite.
Shop right.
Ah,
is indeed
nice.
right.
Very nice.
Nicely worked out.
Nice work
Very
out there.
nicely worked
This is
out.
shop right.
Lucky.
Harish, your last one, your last direct. During the formation of the Indian Union, the demand for Maru Pradesh was vocalized by two then states who didn't want to be merged into the present day state. With Maru representing a geographical feature that set them apart, one of the leaders, Hanwant Singh, is said to have gone to the parliament wearing a black turban in protest. Name either of the two historic states that are major cities in the merged modern state. Ten more seconds to you, Harish.
Say Jaipur and Udaipur.
Okay. Rajiv?
Bikaner.
Bikaner is one of the two.
Nice.
So Jodhpur and Bikaner were the two. So either of these two would have
You
worked.
avoided the desert part of it, Harish. You have to go more west.
Right. Sourjo, the last two directs go to you, and this is the first of them. Zillage is a type of mosaic tile work that is a common feature in Islamic architecture, often seen depicting the 8-pointed star. Zillage typically makes use of what form of tiling that derives its name from the Latin for small square, that involves placing the same pattern tile one after the other without any gaps. This can now be seen in many graphic artworks and in recreational mathematics. I'll zoom in the image if it helps.
No, it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Just take some time. Tessellation.
Tessellations is correct. Nice answer there, Sourjo.
Great.
Tessellations. Yeah. Your last one, Sourjo, and the last question for the quiz. Probably a tiebreaker as well. Which fighting game, first developed by Capcom in 1987, will see its 5th edition as one of the medal events in the esports category at Asian Games 2022? The highest selling video game franchisee of all time features characters such as Ryu and Chun-Li battling it out in one-on-one standoffs.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter is correct and clinches you the win for this one. With that, very close finish at the end. Yeah, Sourjo clinching it at in the last question with 17, Tore coming second with 16, and Rajiv and Harish are not far behind with 12 apiece, taking tied third. Shresh, no tiebreakers required, right?
Thank you so much, Ritwik, for reading, and to the players for joining us.
Thanks for reading.
Yeah.
Thanks.